हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु की जय। हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गुरुदेव की जय। गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल। नमः सर्वेभ्यः। सुस्वागतम्। अद्य गौडीय-दर्शनस्य सेशन 6 मध्ये सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। सो अद्य वयं भगवत-तत्त्वं 3 इति चर्चयिष्यामः। अत्र वयं आदौ वयं कुत्र स्मः इति पश्यामः। वयं गौडीय-दर्शनस्य प्रणाल्याम् एतावता वेदः नाम आम्नायः नाम शास्त्रवचनानि एव मुख्यप्रमाणम् इति अङ्गीकृतम्। अपि तु श्रीकृष्णः एव परमसत्यम् इति, नाम सः एव परब्रह्मणः, अपि तु निर्गुणब्रह्मणः, निर्गुणब्रह्मणः अपि तु परमात्मनः आधारः, अपि तु सर्व अवताराणाम् आधारः इति चर्चितम्। अपि तु कृष्णस्य शक्तयः विषये वयं पूर्वस्यां कक्षायां चर्चितं। नाम तस्य त्रिविधाः सन्ति। अन्तरङ्गशक्ति, बहिरङ्गशक्तिः, तटस्थशक्तिः इति। जीवाः तटस्थशक्तौ सन्ति। अतः ते उभयतः नाम गन्तुं शक्नुवन्ति। नाम आन्तरङ्गशक्त्यां गत्वा ते भक्तिं कर्तुं शक्नोति। अपि तु बहिरङ्गशक्त्यां गत्वा ते भोगं प्रपञ्चम् अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुवन्ति। अतः फ्री विल इति कथ्यन्ते खलु, तद् भवति अस्ति जीवस्य। यतोहि सः अणुः अस्ति, परन्तु फ्री विल अस्ति, नाम स्वेच्छा अस्ति। स्वेच्छतया स्वतन्त्रेण सः निर्णयं कर्तुं शक्नोति। अद्य वयं श्रीकृष्णस्य रसस्य विषये चर्चयिष्यामः। नाम भक्तिरसाः इति कथ्यन्ते। ते के, नाम तत्त्वं किं, रसतत्त्वं किं, तत् साहित्ये यद्वयं पठितं तस्मात् कथं भिन्नः भवति इति, कीदृशः भक्तिरसः प्राकृतः रसात् भिन्नः भवति इति किञ्चित् रसतत्त्वं चर्चयिष्यामः। पश्चात् के भक्तिरसाः सन्ति इति, कथं श्रीकृष्णः तं रसस्य आधारः भवति, नाम विषयः भवति इति चर्चयिष्यामः। रसस्य आधारः भक्तः भवति, नाम गोपीजनाः वा अन्ये ये रसं प्रददाति, परन्तु विषयः श्रीकृष्णः भवति। परन्तु सः आदान-प्रदान भवति खलु, नाम एक्सचेंज भवति. You give the rasa, bhakti rasa, and you receive the rasa. So like that. But the main object of rasa is Sri Krishna, right? And the shelter of the rasa, or the people who contain the rasa in their hearts, are the devotees. Okay? So the devotees are called Ashrayaha, and the Krishna is called Vishaya, the object of the rasa. That means their mood is exchanged or directed towards Krishna. Okay? So अंशद्वयम् अहम् उक्तवती। रसतत्त्वम् आदौ, पश्चात् रसाः। आदौ रसतत्त्वं चर्चयिष्यामः। एतद् उपनिषदि वर्तते। रसो वै सः रसं हि एव अयं लब्ध्वा आनन्दी भवति। रसो वै सः, कः सः? श्रीकृष्णः, भगवान् श्रीकृष्णः, नो चेत् नारायण, कोऽपि अवतारः किमपि स्वीकर्तुं शक्नुमः। सः रस एव, नाम रसस्वरूपः सः। अपि तु जीवः, अत्र जीवः रसं लब्ध्वा हि, अयं जीवः रसं लब्ध्वा हि आनन्दी भवति। नाम सर्वे किम् अन्वेषयन्ति? सन्तोषम् अन्वेषयन्ति जीवने। कुत्र कुत्र मिलति इति अन्वेषणं कुर्वन्ति। परन्तु ते किम् अपेक्षन्ते, नाम किं लब्ध्वा ते सन्तोषम् अनुभवन्ति इत्युक्ते रसं लब्ध्वा। रसं नाम किम् इति चर्चयिष्यामः. So, in all the people, everywhere we see, not only human beings, all the animals, all the plants, everybody is looking for happiness. This is a common principle, irrespective of the religion, caste, creed. Everybody is looking for happiness. Yes or no? Correct?
Yes.
So that happiness can be obtained in two ways. One is called mundane rasa, or that happiness is rasa actually, and that happiness can be in two ways. One is called mundane rasa, or prakritika rasa. Other one is called bhakti rasa, or aprakrita rasa, or daivi rasa. Okay, so these are two varieties, right? So the jiva, when it's in the bahiranga shakti, what it tries to enjoy or get from the objects of the world, that becomes mundane rasa, prakritika rasa. But when the jiva exchanges that happiness with the Lord, the associates of the Lord, that rasa is bhakti rasa. Okay, so that's why there is a difference. But otherwise, this is a common principle. Everybody is looking for rasa. Either you look for rasa in the material world, or you look for the rasa in the connection with Krishna, which becomes bhakti rasa. Deepak, you understand, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. So I'm trying to little bit share in English also, so you can also follow along nicely. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Rasa
ma'am.
nama kim? Rasa nama kim ityukte? Rasa nama rasyate aswadyate iti rasaha. English madhye, that which is tasted. Okay. That which is tasted is rasa. Okay. Rasyate nama anubhuyate vayam. Aswadyate. No, actually, bhojane षड्रसाः सन्ति खलु. कोऽपि जानाति वा? महर्षि जानाति वा षड्रसाः के इति? मधुरं, तिक्तम् इति. Madhuram, Tiktam, Amlam, like sweet. There are 6 tastes. That's also called rasa. 6 tastes. There is like sweet, sour, pungent, and spicy. Like that, there are 6 tastes in the food we eat.
Nasparavi.
नस्परामि. एतद् अमरकोशश्लोकः अपि अस्ति एतद् विषये. समयमस्ति चेत् अन्वेषयतु. पश्चात् वदतु. ओके.
कट्वं लवण कृष्ण तीक्ष्ण रुक्ष विदायिनः.
शनै वदतु.
कट्वां लवण कृष्ण तीक्ष्ण रुक्ष विदायिनः. ओके.
एतदेव वा?
सः भिन्नः. एषा भगवद्गीतायाम् अस्ति.
एतद् अमरकोश अपि मे अस्ति. ओके, पश्चात् पश्यामः. ओके. सो एतद् भोजने अपि वयम् आस्वादितुं शक्नुमः. टेस्ट, तद् भवति टेस्ट. Some people like sweet things, some people like sour things, some people like spicy things, right? That's what we're experiencing is taste actually. The saliva mixes with the food ingredients, and what we experience is taste. So similar, the soul can experience the taste, this rasa. Okay. Okay, next. So rasa is nothing but mellow flavor or juice, which can be relishable. Okay, like that. So next. साहित्ये एतत् रससूत्रं पठितं. किं भवति इत्युक्ते विभाव अनुभाव व्यभिचारि संयोगात् रसनिष्पत्तिः इति. एतत् साहित्य वयं काव्यानि काव्याः पठन्ति चेत् वयं किं रसम् आस्वादयन्ति. जनाः रसम् आस्वादयन्ति. तद् रसः कीदृशः भवति इति, कथम् उत्पाद्यते इति बहु चर्चा अस्ति साहित्य मध्ये. नाम साहित्य इति एक ब्रांच अस्ति खलु. नाम एक शास्त्रं, वेदान्त, साहित्य, मीमांसा इति इत्यादि. ओके. तत्र विभावः किं भवति इत्युक्ते विभावः नाम नायक चन्द्रिकादिः. चन्द्रिका नाम नायिका. सो नाट्ये भरतमुनि किं लिखितवान्? नाट्यशास्त्रं लिखितवान्. महारथी किमपि वक्तव्यं वा?
मधुराम्ललवणकटुकषायतिक्तस्येति षड्रसः.
शनै वदतु.
मधुराम्ललवणकटुकषायतिक्तस्येति षड्रसाः.
ओके, थैंक यू, धन्यवादः. सो विभावः नाम नायक चन्द्रिका. सो लैक् नाट्ये वयं पश्यामश्चेत्, नाट्ये पश्यामश्चेत् नायकः भवति, नायिका भवति, तेषां वस्त्र आभरणानि सन्ति, तेषां वेशभूषाः सन्ति, नाम तेषाम् आङ्गिक चेष्टाः भवन्ति. एतद् दृष्ट्वा भावं वयं ग्रहीतुं शक्नुमः. नाम तस्य अन्तः, नायकस्य नायिकायाम् अन्तः किं भावः अस्ति इति वयं दृष्ट्वा तत् साधारणस्वरूपम् अस्माकं हृदि अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः. यतोहि नाम एतत् ड्रामा अस्ति, पश्यतु. Okay, I will summarize in English a little bit. So if you see a drama, see, Bharata Muni has written Rasa Shastra, Natya Shastra. He gave the rules of, what is the different things, ingredients of making a good Nataka, and all these rules and regulations, how should be the role of the Nayaka, what should be the role of the Nayika, everything he explained. So in that, he gave the rule of how the Rasa is experienced by the person who is watching the drama. So he says when all these things come together, vibhava, anubhava, vyabhichari together, then the rasa is experienced by the audience, right? So what are these parts are? Vibhava is nothing but the actions of the main actor and the actress and the other people in the scene. Okay, these are the causes. And similarly, anubhava are the effects. Sweda ashrupatadihi. Nama kopi roditi, kopi hasati. एतद् दृष्ट्वा वयमपि अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः. अपि तु व्यभिचारी भावः नाम हर्षशोकादिः, नाम कोऽपि बहु शोकं करोति इति एतत् ट्रान्सिटरी इमोशन् भवति, व्यभिचारी भावः. एतद् गत्वा आगत्य पुनः गच्छति, परन्तु एकं भावं स्थिरेण तिष्ठति, तद् भवति स्थायी भावः इति. तद् अग्रे वयं चर्चयिष्यामः. एतत् पश्यतु, ड्रामा मध्ये कोऽपि एतत् दृश्यं पश्यति चेत् किं भवति? अत्र किम् अभवत्? किं सीन् भवति अत्र? वदतु नरसिंह, कस्मिन् विषये अस्ति एतत्?
रामलक्ष्मणसीता वने सन्ति. तदनन्तरं भरतः अयोध्यातः तत्र आगत्य तस्य पादरक्षां याचति.
सो एतद् दृष्ट्वा किं भवति? पश्चात् यदा भरतः टर्न् भवति खलु, नाम यदा सः अयोध्यां गन्तुं टर्न् भवति, तदा ऑडियन्स् किम् अनुभवन्ति? नाम तत्र अयोध्यावासिनः अपि सन्ति खलु, भरतेन सह अयोध्यावासिनः अपि सन्ति. ते किम् अनुभवन्ति इत्युक्ते, ते जानन्ति इदानीं श्रीरामः अयोध्यां न प्रति आगच्छति इति ते सर्वे जानन्ति. भरतः अपि जानाति. सो ऑडियन्स्, वयं सर्वे अपि ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः, इदानीं श्रीरामः अयोध्यां न प्रत्यागच्छति इति. वयमपि अनुभूय वयमपि किमपि रसम् अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः. नाम करुणरस, तत् रामायणे करुणरस एव प्राधान्यम् अस्ति, रसस्य एव प्राधान्यम्. अतः वयमपि वयमपि अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः. एतत् श्रीरामः पुनः अयोध्या न प्रत्यागच्छति इति किमपि अश्रु पातनमपि भवितुं शक्नोति। अवगतं खलु? एतद् भवति नार्मल् लैक् नाम नाटकेषु रसः। एतद् भगवतसन्दर्भे अस्ति चेत् तद् भक्तिरसः भवितुम् अर्हति, परन्तु किमपि अन्य विषयः अस्ति चेत् तद् मण्डेन् रसः अपि भवितुम् अर्हति। सो इदानीं वयं भक्तिरसः नाम का इति पश्यामः। श्री रूपगोस्वामी सः भक्तिरसामृतसिन्धु लिखितवान्। सः रसस्य विषये एतद् ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः, भक्तिरसामृतसिन्धु इति। एतद् तस्य मैग्नम् ओपस् इति बहु बृहत् नाम योगदानम् अस्ति। तत्र सः भरतमुनिम् अनुसृत्य एव लिखितवान्। सर्वं रसविषये नाम षड्रसाः के, नाम पञ्चरसाः के, अपि तु 12 रसाः आहत्य इति। एतत् सर्वं नाम नायिकायाः लक्षणानि, नायकस्य लक्षणानि, एतत् सर्वं नाटकं कथं भवेत्, एतत् सर्वं सः तम् अनुसृत्य एव लिखितवान्। परन्तु भक्तिप्रधानतया अपि तु श्रीकृष्णस्य प्रधानतया लिखितवान्। अतः तस्य नाम लक्षणम् अपि तु भक्तिरसस्य लक्षणमपि एवमेव भवति। नरसिंह पठतु एकवारं, पश्यामि।
विभावैरनुभावैश्च सात्विकैर्व्यभिचारिभिः स्वाद्यत्वं हृदि भक्तानाम् आनीता श्रवणादिभिः एषा कृष्णरतिः स्थायी भावो भक्तिरसो भवेत्।
सो प्रथमं भक्तस्य हृदये स्थायी भाव भवेत्, नाम कृष्णरतिः। रतिः नाम अट्राक्शन टू कृष्ण, स्थायी भाव नाम फिक्स्ड इमोशन। एतद् बहु नाम भक्त्यां बहु प्रगतिं कृत्वा एव ज्ञातुं शक्नुमः। बहु स्तराः सन्ति भक्त्यां, नाम आदौ श्रद्धा, ततः साधुसङ्ग। श्रद्धा नाम शास्त्र अर्थ विश्वासः। पश्चात् वयं किं भवति, आदौ श्रद्धा, ततः साधुसङ्ग, अतः भजनक्रिया, देन् निष्ठा, रुचि, आसक्ति, भाव, प्रेम. These are the different levels. We will discuss in the Bhakti-tattva later. Sadhana, when we discuss sadhana, we will discuss. So we start with the faith, little faith in the scriptures. Then we have association. Then we do the bhajana kriya. Then anartha nivritti, all the bad things go away from the heart. Then we become fixed in the devotional service. Nobody says anything, we don't get disturbed. We just become fixed in our processes of devotional service. Then from that fixedness, we get ruchi, some taste. Then we get some asakti, in an intense attraction, attachment to the Lord. Then comes ruchi, asakti, bhava. Then becomes bhava, where we know exactly what is our emotion towards the Lord among the 5 rasas. That becomes sthai bhava. It becomes fixed. Even if you hear about Krishna's other pastimes, we will relish Krishna's pastimes, but we'll come back to the original rasa we experience in our heart. So that's why it's called sthai. It's fixed rasa. So that will be revealed with the process of devotional service. There's nothing there's nothing magic happening there. Okay. So that's a different stages. We will discuss in later in the thing. So what is spoken here is, so tat sthai bhavah, sah sthai bhavah bhakti rasah bhavati. Nama sthai bhavah fixed bhavati. Parantu bhakti rasa rupena yad parinamati tat vayam आस्वादयितुं शक्नुमः. अतः स्वाद्यत्वं प्राप्नोति हृदि स्थायी भावः यत् अस्ति, तद् सः अस्ति, तद् वयम् आस्वादयितुं शक्नुमः. अतः तद् भक्तिरसः भवति. बट् कदा भवति इत्युक्ते विभावैः, अनुभावैः, सात्विकैः, व्यभिचारिभिः मिलित्वा यदा भवति तदा भवति इति. एतद् सुन्दरदृश्यम् अस्ति. श्रीकृष्णः अपि तु बलरामः कौहर्डिंग कृत्वा नाम गोपालनं कृत्वा आगतवन्तः आगच्छन्ति चेत् तदा गोप्यः यतोहि ते ताः न गच्छन्ति नाम गोपालनं कृत्वा गोपालनस्य कृते न गच्छन्ति अतः ते प्रतीक्षां कुर्वत्यः अत्रैव वृन्दवजे सो यदा सः आगच्छति कृष्णः तदा ते बहु उत्कण्ठतया तं पश्यन्ति एषः श्लोकः भवति प्रातर्व्रजाद्रजत आविशतश्च सायं भूभिः समं क्वनयतोऽस्य निशम्य वेणुं निर्गम्य तूर्णमबलाः पथि भूरि पुण्याः पश्यन्ति सस्मितमुखं सदयावलोकम् सो वर्णयति शुकदेव गोस्वामी भूरि पुण्याः दे वेरी वेरी फॉर्चुनेट जीवास् भूरि पुण्याः अपि तु तूर्णमबलाः बहु शीघ्रेण आगच्छन्ति द्वारं प्रति नाम कृष्ण आगच्छति इदानीं पश्यामः इति किं पश्यन्ति इत्युक्ते तस्य सुन्दरमुखं सस्मितमुखं पश्यन्ति अपि तु स्मितयुक्तेन मुखं पश्यन्ति अपि तु स दयावलोकं स कृष्णस्य अवलोकं नाम दृष्टिः दयापूर्णः अस्ति इति एतत् सर्वं दृष्ट्वा ते बहु सन्तोषम् अनुभवन्ति एतद् वयं शृण्मश्चेत् वयमपि किमपि अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः एतद् रसस्य साधारण भावं वयमपि किञ्चित् अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः उत्कण्ठता वा नो चेत् सन्तोषं वा वयमपि अनुभोक्तुं शक्नुमः अतः भावार्थः मारुति पठतु भावार्थः
भावार्थः श्रवणादिभिः प्रकारैः भक्तानां हृदि एषः कृष्णरतिः स्थायी भावः विभावैः अनुभावैः सात्विकैः व्यभिचारिभिः सह आस्वादनयोग्यता सम्प्राप्य भक्तिरसो भवति
सो प्रथमं श्रवणादिभिः भक्तः भक्त्यां प्रगतिः कुर्यात् अतः सः स्थायी भावं तत्पर्यन्तं गच्छति पश्चात् यदा सः शृणोति इदानीं लीलाः अपि तु गुणगणाः शृणोति तदा तस्य स्थायी भावः विभावै अनुभावै सह आस्वादयोग्य तत् रसं भूत्वा अनुभोक्तुं शक्नोति तदा ओके सो अत्र वयं पश्यामः नाम विभावः अनुभावः के भवन्ति इति भक्त्यां पश्यामः इंग्लिश मध्ये अपि अस्ति तत् नाम through the processes of hearing and so on when the sthayi bhava or the rati for Krishna mixes with the vibhava anubhava satvika bhava and vyabhichari bhava and produces an extraordinary taste in the heart of the devotees it is called bhakti rasa so kinchit avagatam kalu bhakti rasa nama kim iti nama ke avagatam va nama Maruti okay so there is a fixed emotion in the heart when it mixes with all the other things then it becomes rasa so what are these other things we will discuss now okay it table rupena stapitavati vibhava okay wait vibhavah nama utprerakaah nama excitants they excite the emotions like Śrī Kṛṣṇasya gunaah रूपं वर्णः वसनम् इत्यादयः लीलाः इत्यादयः बहु सन्ति ओके एतद् वयं बहु नाम समग्रतया न पठिष्यामः यतोहि एतद् ओवर्व्यू एव अस्ति परन्तु अग्रे यदा वयं भक्तिरसामृत सिन्धुमेव पठिष्यामः तदा बहु चर्चां कर्तुं शक्नुमः। अनुभावाः नाम प्रतिफलनं, शरीरस्य नाम प्रतिफलनं भवति तत्र। नाम यदा भक्तः सन्तोषम् अनुभवति, रसम् अनुभवति, सः तदा सः नृत्यति, नो चेत् गायति, नो चेत् स्मिता नाम स्मैल् करोति इत्यादयः। बहु एतद् 14 अस्ति एतद् लक्षणानि, नाम वेरैटीस् विविधाः सन्ति। अपि तु सात्विकाः नाम शरीरपरिवर्तनम्। एतदपि साहित्यायां वयं पठितवन्तः। 8 सात्विकविकाराः सन्ति इति। नाम स्तम्भः नाम गेटिंग स्टन्ड, स्वेदः नाम पर्स्पिरेशन, रोमाञ्चः नाम hair standing on the head, on the end of the body, swarabheda नाम like choking of the throat, like not able to speak because of the emotion, vepatuh नाम kampanam, sharirasya trembling, अपि तु वैवर्ण्यः नाम वर्णस्य परिवर्तनं, body's color gets transformed, अश्रु नाम crying, tears, प्रलय नाम मूर्छा, fainting. सो एतद् अष्टसात्विकविकाराः अपि भक्तः अनुभोक्तुं शक्नोति। अपि तु व्यभिचारः नाम क्षणिकभावाः, नाम दैन्यम् अनुभवति, नाम मम क्वालिफिकेशन् नास्ति, भगवतः सविधे नाम रसं प्रददातुं मम कोऽपि स्तरः नास्ति, मम बहु दोषाः सन्ति हृदि इति। अपि तु sorrow, like he will be sad, when will I get this opportunity to reciprocate the rasa with Krishna, or sometimes he'll be proud, एतद् बहु विपरीततया अपि भवितुम् अर्हति। चिन्ता, worries, असूया अपि भवति एतद्। सो बहु बहु विचित्र 33 अस्ति अत्र क्षणिकभावाः। ये क्षणिकभावाः आगत्य निर्गत्य पुनः गच्छति, परन्तु स्थायी भावं तत् नाम वर्धयति। Okay, like that it increases the emotion the devotee feels towards the Lord by experiencing all these things. It increases the rasa. So this is a main thing. First Krishnasya gunaah sarvam vayam shrutva agrimas nama, when we are in advanced stages, then we will feel the ecstasy which is manifested in all these things, like we dance or sing, and all these experiences of hair standing on the body, everything. And then sometimes the devotee feels humble, devotee feels sad, devotee feels proud, like that. All these things enhances the bhakti rasa. Then that sthayi bhava becomes experienceable by the devotee. That becomes the bhakti rasa in the heart. Okay. Next, this is Asuya example by Srimati Radharani. Dashamaskande uktamasti etat kimityukte सन्दर्भं भवति। श्रीकृष्णः द्वारकां प्रति नाम मथुरां प्रति गतवान्, व्रजं निर्गत्य व्रजात् द्वारकां प्रति गतवान्, परन्तु सः उक्तवान् अहं प्रति आगच्छामि इति। नरसिंह म्यूट् करोतु। ओके, अहमेव म्यूट् करोमि। सः उक्तवान् अहं प्रत्यागच्छामि इति, परन्तु सः न आगतवान्। अपि तु अग्रे गत्वा सः बहु विवाहान् अपि कृतवान्, नाम 16,108 marriages happened, everything happened. So he didn't come back. At least this is what has historically happened. But our acharyas have mentioned that Krishna has come back after 3 months. Okay, and then he stays in his Vraja form, Vraja Nandanandana form, whereas Vasudeva Krishna leaves Vraja and he performs the marriages. That's the in our acharyas have revealed that details for us. But historically, if you see what the Bhagavatam describes, is that Krishna didn't come back, but instead he sends Uddhavam preshayati, nama message dattva. Nanda as well as Yashoda, apitu Gopya saha Gopibhihi saha church, Pesha message church nama mama letter preshayati iti. Tada Uddhava pashyati, nama Gopyaha bahu. He sees their ecstatic emotion, what they have towards Krishna. They have every minute they're remembering him, they're crying him. And then actually this was another reason why Krishna sent Uddhava, because Uddhava thought I'm the best devotee. I relate with Krishna as a friend, and as actually Uddhava is a Krishna's counselor. He's a guide. So he thought he's the best. But that's why Krishna wanted to show who are the best devotees. So that's why he sent Uddhava to Vrindavan, where he sees the gopis, how much they love the experience for Krishna, how much they're missing him. Then he understands that actually he doesn't have any love. And he prays that he wants to become a grass in Vrindavan so that these gopis can step on his head and then he gets some mercy. So that's what finally he says. But here in this context, when he sees Radharani, she will be talking to Bumblebee and she will be chastising the Bumblebee. She says the Bumblebee, ita Dashamaskande Uktam asti, He Madhupa. Madhupa nama Madhum Pati iti Madhupaha. Kalu, He Madhupa, Kitava Bandhu. Bhavan, Kitava Bandhu asti. Kitava nama cheater. You are the relative of the cheater, which is Krishna. You are relative of cheater Krishna. Yatohi Bhavan, Sapatnyaha, Nama, other ladies whom Krishna married. Sapatnyaha, Kuchayohu, Kunkuma, Yada Krishnasya Malayam Patati, Tam Aswadayitva Agatavan Atra. Ataha Mam Mas Prishatu. Iti Sa Uktavati. Nama, what she's saying is, you have smelled the garland which is smeared with the kunkuma from the breast of the Mathura, the wives of Krishna when Krishna embraces them. And you have tasted that nectar which is smeared with the kunkuma of the co-wives, and you have come here, so you don't touch me now. So she says like that. So she is feeling asuya, jealousy, that, oh, Krishna is with other ladies and he is not here. So that is all one of the emotions she is expressing there. Kinchit avagatam kalu. Okay. So agre gamishyamaha. Tetad bhavati asuya. Namantarani bhavati bhakti-rasasya. Bhakti-rasaha aprakrita-rasaha. Spiritual rasa mellow. Supramundane rasa. So this is completely in a spiritual plane, actually. We should not confuse that with what we experience in the material world. So that's why we will discuss. So etad bahu sundara chart nama pradashitavati likitavati ratihi nama sthayi bhavaha plus samagrayaha nama ke vibhavaha anubhavaha सात्विकाः व्यभिचारः एतत् सब मिलित्वा किं भवति रसः भवति हृदि इदानीम् अवगतं खलु ओके एतत् किञ्चित् टेक्निकल् अस्ति बट् सावधानतया पश्यतु लीलाः यदा वयं रसः चर्चयिष्यामः तदा बहु सुलभं भविष्यति एतत् आदौ किञ्चित् टेक्निकल् भवति इदानीं वयं भक्तिरसस्य वैशिष्ट्यं चर्चयिष्यामः नाम भक्तिरसः कथं प्राकृतरसात् नाम भौतिक लौकिकरसात् भिन्नः भवति इति ओके कोऽपि गातुं शक्नोति वा नाम महरति प्रयत्नं करोतु पठतु
वेदार्थब्रह्मणं यत्र तत्र सर्वे महाजनाः अन्वेषयन्ति शास्त्रेषु शुद्धं कृष्णाश्रितं रसं सनकादि शिवव्यासनारदादिमहत्तमाः शास्त्रेषु वर्णयन्ति स्म कृष्णलीलात्मकं रसं लब्धं समाधिना साक्षात् कृष्णकृपोदितं शुभम् अप्राकृतश्च जीवैः जडभावविवर्जिते
ओके अत्र किमपि टङ्कनदोषः भवेत् इति लीलात्मकं भवेत् अपि तु अप्राकृतञ्च इति स्मरति अप्राकृतञ्च जीवैः जडभावे विवर्जिते ओके एतद् उल्लिखितमस्ति नाम दशमूलतत्त्वे एव भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर कारिका
सनकादि
सनकादि इति भवेत् इति मन्ये सनकादि इति अहं पश्चात् फिक्स् करोमि ओके सनकादि महामुनि सनकसनातन भवति खलु चतुर्कुमारः ते एव ओके, इदानीं वयं नाम व्यासमहर्षि इति एग्जाम्पल् अस्ति अत्र, अतः तस्य नाम चित्रं स्थापितवती। एतद् अन्वयः भवति, सर्वे महाजनाः अन्वेषयन्ति इति। एतद् अस्ति खलु, सर्वे महाजनाः अन्वेषयन्ति। कम् अन्वेषयन्ति? शुद्धं कृष्णार्षितं रसं, शुद्धं कृष्णाश्रितं रसं ते अन्वेषयन्ति, नाम सर्च कुर्वन्ति। किं सर्च कुर्वन्ति? प्योर the rasa which is sheltered on Krishna. Okay, that's what they are searching for. Where they are searching? Kutra? Vedartha Brahmanam Yatra, nama Bhagavate Shastreshu. Vayam Purvam Chachitam, nama Vedarthaah Sarve Bhagavate Puritam Asti iti. No, Bhagavata is filled with Vedarthas. Okay, that's what we discussed. Brahmanam nama, it's filled, overflowing or brimming, right? Like that. And Sanakadi, see here also there's a typo. Sanakadi Shiva Vyasa Naradadi Mahattamaha Varnayanti Sma. Kim Varnayanti? Kam Varnayanti? Krishna Leelatmakam Rasam. Krishna Leelatmakam Rasam Varnayanti. The rasa which is full of Krishna Leelas. And Kidrisham Tad Varnayanti Ityukte Sakshat Krishna Krupoditam Tad Rasa Sahar Tam Rasam Sah Rasaha कृष्णेन एव दातव्यम्, कृष्ण कृपया एव प्राप्तव्यं भवति, नो चेत् अन्य कोऽपि नाम there is no other option. Krishna only has to give. That's what we will discuss later, actually. Why he doesn't give so easily, we will discuss later. Because it's related to Krishna, so Krishna only has to give that. Sakshat Krishna eva, and how we will give, be pleased by our devotional service, by our sincere efforts to experience this, and our exclusive desire to experience this, then being pleased, he will gradually give that. Okay, and then Samadhina Labdham. So this Bhakti Rasa is experienced at the Samadhi stage. So it's not a ordinary rasa like somebody can say, oh, Krishna played with girls, so I will play with some girls and I will also tell this is Bhakti Rasa. I will imitate Krishna. It cannot be happened like that. So first of all, this is internal. It's experienced in the heart of a devotee. It cannot be, kind of imitated external. That's another thing. And it's experienced at the Samadhi stage. Okay. Then it's Shubham, auspicious, Aprakritam.
Samadhi
It's
means?
not.
Samadhi stage?
Samadhi is a stage of basically when you dhyana, when you do meditation, there are multiple levels of dhyana. Finally, we get to the stage of Sampatti Dasha or Samadhi stage, where one realizes one's own spiritual position and one realizes the relationship with Krishna. Okay, but that's a very, very high level. But not even at Samadhi stage, but at the Bhava stage, as I mentioned, Bhava stage, one begins to experience little bit of this Bhakti Rasa. Okay, Samadhi stage, where one can directly participate in the Lord's pastimes in the spiritual world through the spiritual body. Even though one physically is here, through the spiritual body, one can participate in the Krishna's pastimes in the Samadhi stage. But now we can experience in this body, we can experience at the Bhava stage. Bhava and then Prema. Okay, after that later, many stages are there. Okay, Aprakritam nama alaukikam. Okay, Kutra भवितुम् अर्हति एतद् रसः इत्युक्ते जडभावविवर्जिते जीवे, नाम यः जीवः जडभावं त्यक्तवान्. जडभावः नाम किम्? अहं शरीरम् इति एतत् चिन्तयति खलु, तत् त्यक्त्वा अहं जीवः, अहं स्पिरिचुवल् अस्ति इति यः चिन्तयति, अपि तु भक्त्यां यः प्रगति कृतवान्, सः एव प्राप्तुं शक्नोति. ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, भक्तिरसस्य वैशिष्ट्यम् अग्रे किम् इतोपि अस्ति. एतद् भार्गवी भगिनी पठितुं शक्नोति वा?
प्रयत्नं करोमि. विक्रीडितं व्रजवधूभिरिदं च विष्णोः श्रद्धान्वितो नो शृणुयादथ वर्णयेद्यः भक्तिं परां भगवती प्रतिलभ्य कामं हृद्रोगमाश्वपहिनोत्यचिरेण धीरः.
Okay. Okay, I will try to sing. I think this is, it's okay. That's so Vikriditam. Vikriditam nama Vishishtam Kriditam iti agre anvaye bhavati. Yaha Śrīकृष्णस्य लीलां शृणोति अपि तु वर्णयति, श्रद्धान्वितः यः वर्णयति कृष्णस्य इति विष्णोः इति. किमर्थं विष्णु इति अपि वदामि. सः परां भक्तिं प्राप्य प्रतिलभ्य हृदि कामं भवति खलु. यत् कामं, अत्र कामं नाम लस्ट, material enjoyment, material sense gratification, the desire to attain material enjoyment. Tat kamam ashu apahinoti nama quickly he gets it, quickly tyajati, achirena, very fast, rapidly, dhiraha, he becomes sober. Okay, so what is described here is this rasa between Lord and his associates, eternal associates. It's so spiritual that by hearing the material enjoyment, the propensity to enjoy this world or experience that emotion in the world, conjugal emotion in the world, also can be completely subsided, completely conquered, right? Which is what everybody is bothered about, the lust. They are not able to conquer the lust. Even they marry, they're not satisfied with one wife. They want many wives. They want to have many relationships, like that. They are seeking for this enjoyment so many places, because that enemy is there, the lust in the heart. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsaryaha. Etad shed ripuhu santi. Ripavaha santi hrudi. Tat conquer kartum shaknoti. Kada यदा सः श्रद्धान्वितः भवति, अपि तु श्रद्धया शृणोति, अपि तु वर्णयति एतत्. परन्तु एतत् दशमस्कन्धे अस्ति खलु. दशमस्कन्धं प्रति तद् गन्तव्यं चेत् आदिमतः पठितव्यम्. अतः यः आदिमतः पठति, श्रद्धया पठति, सः एव एतद् श्रोतुं शक्नोति, अपि तु वर्णयितुं शक्नोति. परन्तु श्रीलप्रभुपाद बहु दयालु अस्ति. अतः 10th canto दशमस्कन्द समरी रूपेण इंग्लिश मध्ये श्रीकृष्ण इति बुक् स्थापितवान्. अत्र सः फिलासफी अपि उक्त्वा लीलां प्रदर्शयति. अतः यः कोऽपि बहु उत्सुकः अस्ति, नाम कृष्णस्य विषये ज्ञातुं, तस्य गुणगणाः के, लीलाः के इति ज्ञातुं बहु उत्सुकः अस्ति चेत् तत् पठितुं शक्नोति. Whoever is the beginner also, actually this book is distributed in the streets to any person who doesn't have any contact with bhakti, nothing about rasa tattva, nothing. So this Śrī Kṛṣṇa book also, it describes this 10th canto and this pastime in summary form, not with all the details. So anybody can read to get the gist of what it is, like that, to get a taste of what it is, so that we can get more excited about that this should be our goal and we should make progress towards it. So atra bhavartah bhavati Vishnoho nama Krishnasya Vrajavadubihi Nutana Vivahitaha bhavanti खलु. नूतन विवाहिताः व्रजवधूभिः अपि तु रस एतत् क्रीडायां ते पत्न्याः तस्य कृष्णस्य पत्न्याः अभवन् इति अपि एकः नाम कामेण्ट्री अस्ति अत्र. अपि तु विष्णु इति किमर्थम् उक्तवन्तौ इत्युक्ते, अत्र भवती 1 minute, where is this? I'm trying to see. Oh, I didn't write, I didn't save the notes. Okay. Saha madhye like between the two girls he is present, so he has vyapakatvam. तस्य व्यापकत्वम् अस्ति इति कारणेन विष्णु इति. विष्णु नाम विस्तारयति. The dhatu comes saying, he expands or he spreads. So like that, because Krishna has, this is actually his Prakasha Vigraha. I mean, same Krishna, exactly the same Krishna, he manifests a separate form for each gopi. So they can reciprocate with him the way exactly they like. Okay. So that's how he is so merciful. He fulfills all the desires of all the devotees as they like. Okay, ataha Vishnu iti. Apitu idam cha vishishtam vikriditam iti uktam kalu. Nama vishishtam kriditam, special play. Apitu dhiraha. Yaha nama kopi nama adhikari kopi bhavati nama. It's not that he has to be born in a brahmana kula, he has to be a trivarnika, nothing. Anybody, all its a qualification is just bhakti. Bhakti is accessible to anybody actually. And of course, we have mentioned that he has to read the 9 cantos, that's the only thing. Okay, dhiraha nama tattvavetta. Nama saha tattvam janati, parantu kamadibihi kshubitaha asti sa. Nama, he is not able to conquer the lust in the heart. So he understands the tattva, he understands the goal, he accepts that this is my goal. But because the lust is in the heart, he is not able to make rapid progress in the path. So such a person, if he has a faith, Shraddhanvitaha, and Shraddhanvitaha nama kim? Tasya Vishwasa asti. Nama Shastram yat uktam uchate tat sadhu eva. Nama, even if I have the lust, even if I follow the process and recite this pastime, I will get cured. So he has a faith in that. Okay, and Nama aparadi na saha. नामापराधी इति दश नामापराधः सन्ति तदग्रे वयं पश्यामः अपि तु अनुशृणुयात् नाम अनुदिनं नाम निश्चितेन सः शृणुयात् अपि तु वर्णयेत् कीर्तयेत् देन् कृष्णे परां भक्तिं नाम परम प्रेम विशेषमयं भक्तिं प्राप्नोति प्रतिलभ्य नाम प्रतिक्षणं नूतनत्वेन लब्ध्वा. So experiences the new way. Hridrogam, kamam, Bhagavat Vishayaka kamat vinnaha. Etat kamam bhavati lust. This is different from what is the kama with respect to the Lord. See, the gopis also like to embrace the Lord. Gopis also like to kiss the Lord. But that desire, that kama is not lust. That is love, pure love. But this kama, where we want to experience with the objects in the material world, which is different from the Bhagavat Vishayaka, different from Bhagavat Vishaya, that becomes kama. That will go away. Ashu shigram achirena vilambham vina apahinoti tejati. So this is so spiritual that the Lord's rasa and relationship with his devotees are so spiritual that the material rasa or the lust in the heart can be given up by the devotee very easily. Okay, so that's the emphasis we are giving here. अपि तु वैशिष्ट्यम् इतोपि अस्ति. स विश्वनाथः वदति त्वा प्रत्ययेन. Okay, I will just summarize this. So what, because he says pratilabhya iti uktam kalu, nama param bhaktin pratilabhya saha kamam tyajati iti. So what is the qualification is, so it's not that one has to cleanse his heart completely to experience prema with the Lord. The prema comes first. So premnaha praveshaha tataha saha rogam nashayati. So the prema will actually clear the dirty things in the heart. It's not that you have to be completely pure to get prema. So while you do the bhakti, when the Lord is pleased, he will give you the prema. When the prema comes, then automatically that lower taste goes away. Śrī Kṛṣṇa vadati kalu param drushtva nivartate iti. Ita janati va rasopyas, what is that verse? Janati va Marati? Param drushtva nivartate iti. I think I don't know the beginning. If I tell the beginning, you'll be able to recollect, I think. So param drushtva, nama param rasam drushtva, the lower taste goes away. That's what Bhagavad Gita he says. Okay. So that means the bhakti is so powerful, more powerful than the jnana yoga.
Param Brahma Param Dhama Sa Vinna.
Saha binna asti. Param drushtva nivartate iti. Third was no chinta mastu idani mastu. Agre gantavyam ataha bahu vilambam bhavati no chet. Okay. Next one is Jiva Goswami api vadati. Nahi pankena pankam kshalyate. Panka nama dirt. So with the dirt, can we clean a dirt? No. So that means the spiritual rasa is able to clean the mundane rasa, means the spiritual rasa is of a different variety. It's not dirt. Okay, it's not material. Okay, that's what he's saying. Okay, then Adav Shraddha. Okay, so as I mentioned, right, the Bhava stage has to become. So Adav Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha Atha Anartha Nivriti iti Uktamasti. Apitu Muktim Dadati Karhichit Sma Na Bhakti Yogam. Etadapi Asti. Aha Muktavati Kalu. Krishna Bhakti Yogam Nama Sulabena Na Dadati. Kim ityukte katam ityukte यतोहि सः श्रीकृष्णः भक्तस्य वश्यः भवति. He becomes controlled by the devotee's love. That's why he doesn't give easily. Maruti, labdam va?
विषयाभिनिवर्तन्ते निराहारस्य देहिनः रसवर्जं रसोऽप्यस्य परं दृष्ट्वा निवर्तते. 2.59.
Okay. So rasavarjyam. So he gives up the lower taste. No, what he's saying is Krishna, even if you stop doing the external activities, the taste for the sense enjoyment remains. Okay. Even if you stop the external activities, okay, I'm not going to see the girls, I'm not going to eat bad things. Even if you feel like that, the taste is there. So the taste will pull again towards that. But the taste also goes away if he experiences a higher taste. Param drushtva. Param rasam drushtva nivartate. Iti. Okay. Thank you, Maruti. Next one. So Śrī Kṛṣṇah bhakti na dadati yatohi prema bhakti especially na dadati yatohi saha bhaktasya adinaha bhavati. Because he is only conquered by love. There is no way. He is the controller of everything. You know what? He knows everything. He owns everything. So there is nothing to control him. The only way to control him is love. How Yashoda Mata ties Krishna, right? Because of her love. You know, how the yogis are trying hard to capture Krishna in their heart. But Yashoda Mata, because of her love, she is able to tie Krishna to the grinding motor because of Bhakti Yoga. So that's why Krishna doesn't give the pure love easily to his devotees. Only for devotees who say, I don't want Bhakti, I don't want anything, I want only your love. And they show for many lifetimes, and they show for many years, they're fixed in the same emotion and they're not distracted by all the allurements of Maya. Then gradually he gives. Of course, there's a secret path. Secret path is Radharani, because she has all the love for Krishna, pure love in the highest state. If we take shelter of Krishna, because she is so compassionate, she is a feminine potency of the Lord, she can give the love easily. You know, she is the embodiment of the love. So we can request her, Krishna, Radharani, please, can you give me one drop of love, what you experienced to Krishna? Then she can give us. So that's why Gaudiya Vaishnavas are Radha Bhaktas more than Krishna Bhaktas. Okay. So then, apitu prag janma jata vasana tu rati aswadane avashyam apekshita. So this janmantare bhavet etad rasasya nama cultivation. You know, so in one janma, even if you come to the stage of rati, attraction to Krishna, Vishwanath Chakravarti says that tasmin janmani ratau jatayam api tasyaha aswadanam janmantare eva bhavati iti. So this is coming from janma. So we cannot think it is very material. Suddenly, you know, I'll get up and, you know, start dancing and, you know, do this very spiritual. It's coming from janma based on vasana, our inclination. Based on our inclination, we will get attracted to certain Vaishnava, we attracted to certain way. They describe the pastimes and specific things. No, among this also there are many different avatars. Somebody is attracted to Lord Ram, somebody is attracted to Narayana. So we have been cultivating this taste for many lifetimes, and suddenly, you know, this gets awakened in current life when the time is ripe. When we meet the Vaishnava, when he's describing the Leelas, then we realize, yes, you know, this is what I'm looking for. You know, so that's why it takes many lives. Okay. Then Gopi Bharthur Padakamalayur Dasa Dasanu Dasaha iti Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eva Uktavan. Saha Sannyasi. Nama, he keeps the ladies very far away. But he is telling, I am the servant of the servant of the husband of the gopis. So he accepts the gopis as the topmost devotees of the Lord. So that means the rasa which they experience is completely spiritual. It's nothing mundane about it. Next one, even Bhagavatam says, Pibata Bhagavatam rasam alayam. Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha. Etad rasam alayam. Alayam nama kim? Moksha paryantam. Apitu mokshanandam api abhivyapya pibatu iti. Nama, this rasa actually is more happiness than the experience of merging in the impersonal Brahman. Okay, and it's completely satisfy the soul. And the fortunate thing is, this rasa you can experience in this life while you're in this body. There's nothing you have to wait until you give up the body and attain some spiritual form. This has to be cultivated in this body, so that when you develop the spiritual body, when you give up the body, we can come and directly participate in Krishna's pastimes and experience the rasa with him directly that time. Okay, so that's why it's so wonderful, bhakti rasa. And it's given by, and this bhakti rasa, especially the madhurya rasa, is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vraja madhurya rasa. Apitu uttamasit, उत्तमस्ति रेमे रमेशो व्रजसुन्दरीभिः रमेशः नाम रमायाः ईशः लॉर्ड कृष्णा he Reme enjoyed with Vrajasundaris in the Rasalila. कथम् अस्ति सः इत्युक्ते स्वप्रतिबिम्बतः अर्भकः यदा केलति तदा. If a boy is playing with his own reflection, how will it be? Like that, Krishna played with his own potencies. We discussed already, right? All the gopis are all his internal potency. Antarangika Shakti asti. Te sarve, tah sarve, Antarangika Shaktyam santi. Internal self, his own potency. Antarangika Shakti nama, what is this? What Krishna's Swarupa? Satchit Ananda Vigraha, Kalu. Ananda. So they are the personifications of Ananda, starting with Radharani and everybody her expansions. So they are all his internal potency. So if a kid is playing with his own reflection, do we say anything wrong about him? No. Similarly, Krishna is playing with his own potencies. That's why to be eligible to become part of the Rasa Leela, one has to take shelter of the spiritual potency, which is personified in Radharani. Then the Jiva, even though it is Tatastha, he gets a qualification to participate in the Leela of the Lord. Okay, so this is the Vaishishtyam. Apitu yatad uttamasti. So, okay, this we have seen that, oh, Bhakta does so much for Krishna, exclusive devotion, and Krishna, you are the only one, I want only you, and he does so much bhakti for so many lifetimes. But what does Krishna give to him? Krishna gives that he also treats the devotee like that only, like ye yatha mam prapadyante. Vadatu Mahar Narsima.
ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तां तथैव भजाम्यहं मम वर्तमानवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः.
So ye yatha mam prapadyante. Whoever surrenders to him accordingly, tam aham bhajami. Krishna says bhajami. He doesn't say I take care of him. He says he will also worship him. Bhaja nama bhaja sevayam. So Krishna is saying I'm also going to serve the devotee exactly the way he serves me. So if we accept Krishna as exclusive person and give full focus to him, he is also going to give the same to us. That's why all the devotees, like in the old elderly people and the cowherd boys and the cowherd girls, everybody, each of them individually feels Aham Krishnasya na itaraha, means I am the most important person for Krishna. Nobody else is as important to Krishna. So Krishna makes you feel so special. Like how when all the cowherd boys are sitting and eating the prasadam, there everybody, there are groups of boys, they sit in circles like this, all are eating prasadam. Each boy is thinking Krishna is only looking at me. And we saw that in Rasalila also, right? Krishna expands like a Prakasha Vigraha with each gopi. Each gopi thinks Krishna is only dancing with me, nobody else. So Krishna also reciprocates like that. So that's so wonderful about Bhakti Rasa. Okay, now we'll go to the next section, Rasaha. I think we are running a little slow, but let's see. We'll try to wrap up. Akhila Rasamrita Murtihi iti uktamasti. Saha Śrī Kṛṣṇah Akhila Rasamrita Murtihi. Okay. आदौ गौणरसाः चर्च्यन्ते अपि तु अग्रिमस्य मुख्यरसाः. ओके, कोऽपि पठति वा? नरसिंह पठतु.
हास्योद्भुतस्तथा वीरः करुणो रौद्र इत्यपि भयानकः सभी भत्स इति गौणश्च तथा.
Saptada. So the 7 types of Gona rasas. Okay. So this is directly experienced. All these rasas are experienced just in one pastime. So I am just going to give that pastime as an example for these rasas. Okay, first of all, Hasya rasa means laughter. Laughter means happiness. You know, right? Adbhuta rasa means wonder. Oh wow, how can Krishna do that? How can Krishna lift Govardhan hill like that? Veeraha means chivalry. Everybody means Karuna rasa is compassion or piteousness. Raudram is anger. Bhayanaka is terror. Bibhatsa is disaster or like very kind of ghastliness or it's actually disgust. Usually, Bibhatsa is not experienced with Krishna directly because Krishna is all kind, but in his Virata Rupa, one can experience that. Okay, so this same thing, Sahityayam api itadvayam charchitam, itadeva. Api that, okay, next one. This is a pastime where when Krishna and Balarama are entering the wrestling arena to wrestle with who are the wrestlers, Nasima, remember the name?
Chanuka and Mustika.
Chanura and Mushtika. So these are the two wrestlers.
Mustika.
They are trying to, Kamsa appoints them to first fight them. Kamsa invites Krishna and Balrama so that he can kill them basically. On the pretext of killing them, he invites them. So he puts big wrestlers to them. So there, Krishna and Balrama are entering the wrestling arena. This is a description of how when they entered, how the people saw him. Okay, I will read this. Mallanam ashanirnam naravarastrinam smaro murtiman gopanam svajano satam kshitibujam shasta स्वपित्रो शिशुः मृत्युर्भोजपतेर्विराडविदुषां तत्त्वं परं योगिनां वृष्णीनां परदेवतेति विदितो रङ्गं गतः साग्रज. So different people based on their mood saw Krishna differently. So I have highlighted here and the same thing will come in a chart so it's easy for us to understand. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam directly. Also in the commentary to this Vyakyayam, nama commentary madhye, Sridhara Swami Mahodaya, Bhavatta-dīpika iti commentary madhye, Dasha nama rasaha vishaye uktavan. Eta 13th century madhye eva uktavan. नाम तावता भक्तिरसः इति एक रस अस्ति इति अपि कोऽपि न स्वीकुर्वन्ति. नाम यदा इवन् भरतमुनि इवन् साहित्यशास्त्रेषु भक्ति इति रसः भवति इति कोऽपि न अङ्गीकुर्वन्ति स्म. परन्तु श्रीधरस्वामी 13th century eva he is the first commentator of Srimad Bhagavatam. He has elucidated that these are all rasas which are exchanged with the Śrī Kṛṣṇa and these are of 10 types. Okay, so that's what we will discuss in the chart now. Okay, so the same rasa, the main rasa, the main definition for the 12 rasas is given here, the 7 rasas. So Mallaha, nama wrestlers. Wrestlers are seeing Krishna as Ashanihi, lightning. Okay, what they're experiencing? Anger. They're experiencing anger, Raudraha. Naraha, normal people. They're seeing Krishna is Nareshu Varaha, best of the men. And they're experiencing wonder, Adbhutaha. Striyaha, Smaro Murtiman. Nama, he is the personification of Cupid. Smarasya Swarupameva iti. Ataha se Shrungaram Anubhavanti. Gopaha, Nama, other cowherd men, Swajanaha. He's our friend, he's our relative. So they experience humor. Hey, see how Krishna is punching in. Hey, Krishna fell down. Hey, see, for them, it's like a game. Okay. Then Asatrajaha. Oh, there's some. Asatrajaha. These are all bad, evil kings. They are seeing Krishna as the punisher. You see Krishna, how he is punishing the Shanura and Mushtika. So he will punish us also like that. So they are seeing his chivalrous Veera Rasa. Okay. And Swapitrau, like his father and mother, Kim Anubhavanti. Oh, my child, how can he, this big wrestler is so big. He's so strong and our child is so gentle, is so, is so soft, his limbs What will happen to him? They're thinking like that in a different way. And Bhojapati Kamsa Kim Chintayati Yutyukte Sa Mrityu Eva. Okay, he will soon come and kill me. So he is experiencing Bhayanaka Rasa. Okay, horror. And then Avidvamsaha, who are not intelligent. There in the audience, so many types of people are there. They see him as Virata Rupa, cosmic form. They see that, he is eating all the living entities like a time. He's killing everybody, and he's has so many mouths, so many heads. This is described in the 11th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad-gita. So they are seeing like that. And yogis are seeing his supreme truth, whom they meditate in the heart of the hearts, right? Then they experience peace seeing him. And Vrishnayaha, Nama, the people in his same lineage, Vrishni dynasty, they see him as supreme deity, their worshipable deity. Their own dynasty, he's come. So they're experiencing loving devotion in the form of bhakti. So we can see these are in this verse, there are 7 rasas which are explained as Gauna rasas, and the 7 are highlighted below here in red. So we can see how in one pastime, one person is able to exchange different rasas with different people based on the way they see Krishna. This is the same principle. Like if somebody wants to merge into the Brahman, Krishna reveals himself as impersonal Brahman. If somebody wants to see as a Paramatma, he reveals himself as Paramatma. So like that, and somebody wants to have a relationship directly with the Bhagavan, then he reveals his Nama Rupa Guna Leelaha. Okay. So now Mukhya Rasaha Charchyante. Atra शान्तदास्य सख्य वात्सल्य मधुररसनाम कृष्णभक्तिरसमध्ये ये पञ्च प्रधान एतद् चैतन्यचरितामृता मध्ये अस्ति अत्र किञ्चित् वदामि नाम किं भवति सर्वेषु रसेषु इत्युक्ते शान्तरस नाम न्यूट्रालिटी ओके ते नरकमपि नाम स्वर्ग मोक्ष नरकमिति चिन्तयन्ति अपि तु कृष्णनिष्ठः सन्ति ते परन्तु तृष्णा त्यागः नाम they don't have desire to enjoy in the material world okay परन्तु न्यूट्रालिटी खलु अतः कृष्ण ममता गन्धहीनः they don't see Krishna as Krishna is mine, I am Krishna's. They don't have like that. They have some distance with him. Then mainly their knowledge is prominent in Parabrahma and Paramatma. Shantarasa. Okay. Kevalam Swarupa Jnanam. So they have their own realization that they are the soul, but they don't have full realization of the Lord because they don't have the realization of the Bhagavan form. Okay, and the examples are Navayogendraha Sanakadaya. Okay, this is Shantarasa, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give the 4 rasas. Among the Mukhya rasas, there are 5, but he has not given the Shantarasa because this is not what is in Braja. Raja, even though trees are there, they are neutral. They are like, they don't actively participate in the Madhurya or any other rasas, but still everything in Raja is imbued with Madhurya rasa. Everything is there to facilitate all the 4 rasas. Even trees, they bend down and they feel separation from Krishna as Krishna is leaving, and they try to pay obeisances one last time before he leaves. So that's why the Shanta rasa is not there in Vrindavan, Braja. अतः चैतन्य महाप्रभु न प्रददाति परंतु अन्ये by the following the sankirtan movement chanting the Hare Krishna mantra we can realize all these 4 rasas okay other 4 rasas if we have the Sai Baba with us which is cultivated life after life okay next one is dasya rase purna aishwarya jnanam asti nama bhagavatah sarva aishwarya jnanam asti tasya sambrahma gauravah nama awe and reverence asti atra नाम कथं विष्णुलोके वैकुण्ठे कथं नारायणं पूजयन्ति तथा एव किञ्चित् awe and reverence अस्ति परन्तु व्रजे awe and reverence किञ्चित् न्यूनम् एव अस्ति ओके सेवाभावः अस्ति नाम रक्तः एतद् एक्साम्पल् व्रजमध्ये अस्ति रक्तकः चित्रकः पत्रकः इति अपि तु दारुकः इति द्वारकायां तस्य सारथी आसीत् so when Krishna wanted to marry Rukmini, so he calls Dharuka immediately, please come, we have one night to go back and Rukmini's marriage is happening, we need to go there and marry her. So Then while Krishna is riding the chariot, all the kings come to stop him, and there's a big fight. All this happens, right? So that's the first queen Krishna marries. So that's a Daruka. He's a servant. Okay, that's Dwarakayam. Apitu Hanuman, Ramasya Sevakah. Okay, this is Dasya Rasa. Then next comes Sakya Rasa. That fraternity, friendship. Little bit, as you see, the rasas, they get more and more intimate, and also the later rasa has all the elements of the previous rasa. Like for example, Dasya Rasa has element of Shanta Rasa also, and Sakya Rasa has elements of Dasya and Shanta, like that. So it adds, but with more intimacy, it will be there, like that. See, for example, Atra Vishwasamaya, they are fully confident that Krishna is our friend. He is going to protect us in any case. Like, and for example, when the forest fire happens, the Gopa says, Krishna, Balaram, you are the protectors, please protect us. This forest fire is going to kill us. Then they serve Krishna and they make Krishna serve them. They climb on Krishna's shoulders and Krishna climbs on their shoulders. They play games saying, oh, if I lose, Krishna, you have to climb on my shoulder or I will climb on your shoulder. So they play like friends. Even though it doesn't mean they don't know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. They know fully, completely that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But his sweetness covers their love, their knowledge so much that they like to relate with Krishna as an ordinary friend. And that's the rasa Krishna likes. It is said that actually Krishna is more pleased with the chastisements of the gopis, like how we discussed that Radharani says, Kitava, cheater, or they call him like Vanara, Nagara, libertine. Like, they scold him like anything. He's a cheater. You called us in the night, Rasalila time. He called us in the night. And, who is a cheater who leaves the girls alone like this and goes away? And like that, they scold him like this. Krishna likes this chastisement much more than the Vedic hymns. There are many shlokas given like that. Vedic hymns with awe and reverence, where somebody chants, treating Lord as the God. He is more pleased with this intimacy of rasa. But of course, this cannot be imitated. It has to be given, and one has to be qualified to receive it. Okay, like that. Apitu Vishamba Pradhanaha. Nama confidence. They full confidence about it. Confidential service. Gaurava Sambramahinaha. So they don't have awe and reverence here. Gaurava Sambramahinaha. Apitu Mamata. They feel, oh, Krishna is my friend, I am Krishna's friend. Asankochata. There is no hesitation. And Agauravata. There is no respect. They can, hey, when Krishna was lifting Govardhan hill, the cowherd boys they were telling, hey Krishna, how can you lift the Govardhan hill? No, you are not able to do. We will support you with our sticks. Actually, we are supporting this hill. They all lift their sticks and they support the thing. So they treat him like a ordinary friend and they scold him like that. So examples are Bhima, Arjuna in Dwaraka, Sridama, Sudama, Subhala, the Gopapalakaha. Similarly, Vatsalya Rasa. So Vatsalya Rasa, atra main is Palakaha. They think, I'm the maintainer of Krishna. Yashoda mother thinks, if I don't feed Krishna, how will Krishna survive? And she's always anxious. Krishna will go do something mischief and, always running around, looking for Krishna. So Palana Katrutva Bhavaha Asti. Okay, even though Krishna is a maintainer, once in a while Krishna shows his opulence. When he opens his mouth, he shows that all the universe is within. So suddenly she gets confused, whom I am looking at. But immediately her love for the Lord in the mood of Vatsalya becomes so intense that she again feels like, oh, I have to feed Krishna now, otherwise he will die. She thinks like that. So Mamata Adikye. So the Mamata is much more than him. Mamata Nama, he is mine, I am his. It's much more. Apitu Tadana Barsana Vyavaharaha. Barsana meena Barsana Nama, rebuking, scolding, becoming angry. Tadana means punishing. All these things a mother can do, or fathers can do. Amrita Samanaha. Krishna considers this as Amrita Samanaha. Ataha Bhaktavashaha. He becomes controlled by the devotee. Apitu Bhakter Jitatvam iti uktamasti atra. Bhakter Jitatvam iti, this is given in the Damodar Ashtakam, right? Iti dृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तं आख्यापयन्तं तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वम्. Then what comes? Puna prematastam tatavritti vande. So he says, by doing all these leelas, you are immersing the Golokavasis, Nimajjayanti, in the prema, that Ananda Kunde. In Ananda Kunde, you are immersing everybody and you are showing Akyayatam, like this is demonstrating that Bhaktair jitatvam. So you are conquered by bhakti, you are conquered by devotees. That's what you are showing. That's what they are telling here. Okay, Damodarashtakam, where Krishna binds, rather Yashoda Mata binds Krishna, and that's the shlokas devotees recite in Kartik Masa. There are 8 shlokas. Okay, that's about it. So Krishna is conquered by devotees' love. Next one, Madhurya Rasa is kind of, it encapsulates all the previous rasas and to the highest degree that they swashariram api samarpayanti. Okay, sevayam. Okay, that's what it is. Apitu bhagavatah saundarye rupe leelasu cha atyanta ghadaha akarshanam santi tesham. Sri Radhika, Lalita, Vishaka, Gopijanaha, Mahishi Ganaha, Lakshmi Ganaha.
महिषीगणः किम्?
Mahishi Gana Nama, the wives of Krishna in Dwaraka.
लक्ष्मीगणः?
Lakshmi Gana is Vaikunte, Lakshmiyaha. Okay?
सा एका एव अस्ति, अन्य कोऽपि नास्ति.
No, Bahavaha Vaikuntaha Santi Kalu. There are many, many Vaikuntas. In each Vaikunta, there is one Lakshmi. Okay? Okay, and there are, Krishna has many wives. All the wives are called Mahishi Gana. And there are many gopis, unlimited gopis and unlimited.
महिषी नाम एतत् बफ्लो गणः.
No, this is different. This is Patrani iti vadanti. There is another way this is formed. Okay? Okay? Okay, let's go. So this is a pastime, actually, very nice, this thing. So where Krishna says, so this, wait, my notes is all messed up here. Okay, so the Gopas and the Gopis, they, like after the Kaliya pastime, after Krishna chastised the Kaliya, they were very tired. They become very tired and they sleep there only in the Vrindavan forest. Then in the night, forest fire comes everywhere. When the forest fire comes, then all the cowherd men, everybody, they come running to Krishna. Please protect us. You are the protector. Then they say, Sudhastaranna mampahi kalagne prabho. They say that, please protect us. We are suhridaha. We are your well-wishers. We are your friends. Please protect us because santyaktum charanam, tava charanam santyaktum na, we are not ready. Na siddhamasti. Like we are not ready to give up your lotus feet. So they are not telling Krishna to protect them because they want to have this body. They want to have this body because if they give up this body, then they will not be able to serve Krishna like Gopas, right? That's the reason they want Krishna to protect their bodies. Not, see, for example, in material one now, when we experience any distress, we pray to Krishna, please protect me so that I can continue my life and, enjoyment, right? That's what we say. But they're asking Krishna to protect them so that they can continue their service as a Sakha. So that's so pure their, prayer is. Okay. Santaktyum na shaknumaha iti. Okay. See here, that's the whole idea. Na shaknumaha tvat-charanam santyaktum akuto bhayam. Because, this is fearless. Your lotus feet is awarding fearlessness. We are not able to give up your lotus feet. So please protect. So, raseshu pradhanaha bhavati madhura rasa or madhurya rasa. यतोहि एतद् उक्तमस्ति अत्र श्याममेव परं रूपं पुरी मधुपुरी वरा वय कैशोरकं ध्येयम् आद्य एव परो रसः. Okay, so shyamam, the bluish form, rain cloud form, like form of Krishna is the topmost param rupam. Madhupuri, Mathura eva vara. Apitu, Mathura nama, Vraja is also within Mathura, Adaha. Okay? Then Mathura Mandale, Vraja api santi Ataha. Vayaha Kaishorakam. Nama Krishna has also different, goes when he performs pastimes in the material world, he also goes through stages. There is like Pauganda, Bhalya, Pauganda, Kaishora iti Uktamasti. So final form in the spiritual world is Kaishora. He's, I think, 16-year-old boy, 16 or 14. I have to check. 16-year-old boy, always Navayavanam. Apitu Adhya Rasa Heva Paramarasa iti Uktam Atra. So as I mentioned, that each rasa encapsulates the elements of other rasas. So acharyas have given this analogy how the elements are material elements are manifesting. So similarly, these rasas also encapsulate the previous rasas. Like, for example, Akashat Vayu Utpannaha, Vayoh Tejaha, Tejat Tejasaha, Apaha, Jalat Prithvi. That's how the elements are created. So ataha shabdah akasha eva asti. Parantu vayo api shabdah asti. Vayo sparshaha api tu shabdah asti. Parantu sparshaha tu vishesha gunah asti. Lakshanam asti vayo. Parantu shabdah api asti. Ataha tejasi sparshaha shabdah rupam api asti. We can see the fire, right? And we can rupam nama varnam, we can see the color, we can see the form, and we can touch the fire, and we can hear the sound of the fire. Similarly, in water there is taste along with sound and touch and form. There is also taste in water. And in earth there is also smell along with the previous elements. The earth also we can see the taste and rupam and sparsha and gandha. Of course, in our MA, we studied that there is like Panchikaranam, where the other elements are mixed within the main element. That's what is given. But this is also another way they are formed, where all the other elements are also present in the main element. Okay. So similarly, so Madhurya Rasa has all the elements of the previous ones. That's how we can understand that Madhurya Rasa is the topmost from a neutral point of view. But a person who is experiencing Sakya Rasa, he will think his Rasa is topmost. Even though he hears Krishna's dealings with the gopis, he will not be disturbed. He's like, oh no, I want to see Krishna as a friend. I want to play with him. I want to wrestle with him. I want to swim with him. That's how he thinks. So that's why it's called Vasananusarena. According to our Sthai Bhava, we love a particular rasa and we are fixed. That's why it's called Sthai Bhava. We are fixed in that rasa. So even if somebody hears about Yashoda Mata with Krishna, how she treats like a mother, the Sakha always thinks, no, he is my friend. He relishes those pastimes because these are all rasikaha. Means they relish all the rasas, but they are fixed in one particular emotion with the Lord. No, that gradually, as we advance, it will be revealed to us. Then we can understand what it is. Okay. But neutral point of view, if you see, Madhurya Rasa is the topmost because it has the most intimate exchange of selflessness in that, and it contains all the elements of the previous rasas to the highest intimacy. Okay. Okay. Next one. Finally, what we have done, concluded is, we have discussed some Rasa-tattvam as well as Rasaha. So if there are no questions, I think Bhargavi Bhagini is the only person there. Any questions, Bhargavi Bhagini?
No, it
No
was very
question.
nice. The class was very nice today. Yeah.
So previously it was not nice.
No, it was not like that. But rasa is always,
Yeah.
it captures.
Yeah, Rasa
Yeah.
touches the heart.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Rasa is the what we are looking. No, that's the reason, that's the reason our acharyas have explained the tattva with respect to jiva, actually, what jiva is looking for.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
but the whole thing is from the point of, okay, we can treat God as a controller, we can see God, but what is in it for us, for me? Okay, he's the boss, he can control everything, but as an individual, how am I going to get benefited? So we are going to get benefited only when we see his forms, pastimes, everything, and experience that happiness right?
Yeah.
That's the reason he comes and performs the pastimes and reveals these most confidential pastimes of Rasa Leela, even in this Gokula, material world. So by hearing, we get attracted and feel like, okay, maybe I will go and participate one time. Actually, that's the reason. Actually, another reason how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came is that, so Krishna in Dwaraka, he came, he performed his pastimes, and he wrapped up and went. It is as if like he did a drama. He did a drama where he participated with his own potencies, and he left, right? He left and he started thinking, okay, I did a drama, I enjoyed with my potencies, but I didn't give chance for the ordinary living entities to participate in my Leela. Because we are all like witnessing. We are like, okay, people, maybe whoever seeing Rasa Leela, they will just see, oh, Krishna is enjoying with pastimes. I can only see, but I cannot participate. So that's why he came like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he distributed this mood to everybody. So later, when we discuss the Bhakti-rasa, the sadhanani, we will see there are two types of sadhana. One is called Vaidhi sadhana, other one is called Raganuga sadhana. In that, that's advanced level of, there's a different level where the raga, this ragatmika devotees, these are all these devotees, they have, their raga is itself their atma. So that devotees, if we follow them, that mood can descend on us gradually, and we can cultivate that mood exactly the way we want to reciprocate with the Lord. Okay. So now we'll go to Dhyanam. Okay. This is very nice. This is Purva Raga. Radharani's Purva Raga. Purva Raga Nama, there is separation in 4 ways that's given in Bhakti-rasa Sindhu. One is called Purva Raga, where they haven't met each other yet. They have heard about Krishna, like Radharani has heard about Krishna, Krishna has heard about Radharani. They know their form, they know, like, he's done this, he has done this, but they have not met yet each other. Okay, that is Purva Raga. Other one is called Prema Vaichintya, where they have met and now they are with each other. But suddenly, even though the person is present, she feels like he's not there. Then she feels separation. Then other one is Pravasa, where the Krishna goes away, like that. So other one is Mana, where she becomes angry. So even though Krishna is right there, she becomes angry. So that way they cannot have a union the way generally they have. So that's called Mana. So there are 4 types of separation. So this is Purva Raga, how Radharani hears about Krishna and she feels about Krishna. So let's see, Narsimha, can you sing this?
एकस्य श्रुतमेव लुम्पतिमतिं कृष्णेति नामाक्षरम् सान्द्रोन्मादपरम्पराम् अपनयति अन्यस्य वंशीकलः एष स्निग्धघनद्युतिर्मनसि मे लग्नात् सकृद्वीक्षणात् कष्टं धिक्पुरुषत्रये रतिरभून् मन्ये मृत्तिश्रेयसी.
एतत् शार्दूलविक्रीडितम् अस्ति, अतः गायतु पुनः. गायतु पुनः.
एकस्य श्रुतमेव लुम्पतिमतिं कृष्णेति नामाक्षरम् सान्द्रोन्मादपरम्परामुपनयति अन्यस्य वंशीकलः एष स्निग्धघनद्युतिर्मनसि मे लग्ना सुकृद्वीक्षणात् कष्टं धिक्पुरुषत्रये रतिरभून् मन्ये मृतिश्रेयसी.
Thank you. It's so sweet now, right? Okay. So, Radhika Chintayati. Krishnasya Namaksharam Chintayati. Tam Pashyati Chintayati. Radhika, okay. Ekasya Krishneti Namaksharasya Shravanam Eva Mama Matim Apaharati. So, somewhere she heard the word Krishna, the word, and then she lost her mind. That's how much she loves him. Okay. And then Anyasya Vamshikalaha Gana Nama, very mad, deep madness, Inmadam Janayati. So somewhere later, she went somewhere at the Yamuna Tira and she heard Krishna's flute. She heard the Krishna's flute and she became mad in something is happening. What is this? She became very mad. And then Eshaha Ghana Mega Kantihi Ekada Pashyamischet Eva Mama Manasi Sudrudataya Tishtati. And somewhere later, some other time later, she saw the bluish complexion from his body. while she was crossing the Yamuna to collect the water, Krishna and his boys were standing there, and suddenly she saw his reflection. And Krishna also saw her. The way Krishna saw her, she got very nervous and she went away from there, ran away from there. So then, she came to her friends and she's describing, I heard somewhere Krishna's name, then I became mad, like, I lost my mind. Then I saw somebody's flute and I became very, I experienced madness, intense madness. And now I'm seeing this beautiful form, and I'm not able to remove the form from my heart. Ha, what happened? Ha, dik, pee on me. Kashtam, Purushatraye Ratirabhavat. I began attraction to three people, looks like. So she doesn't know these three people are one person only, Krishna. So she thinks I started getting attraction with three people. So she feels, oh, I'm a chaste lady. How can I develop attraction to three men? So, Maranameva Shreyam iti manye. She thinks better I die. Then later she describes, the pastime goes further. This is given in Vidagdha Madhava, written by Rupa Goswami. She describes the Krishna's form to her friend Vishaka, and she draws picture of Krishna. That's what we see here. Exactly how she saw it. She tries so many pictures. And finally she says, yes, this is the person I saw. And then she says, I'm not able to remove Krishna's from my heart. Then she writes a letter to Krishna, love letter. First she writes to Krishna. So that's how the Nataka goes further. Vidagdha Madhava is a Nataka written by Rupa Goswami, exactly following the Bharata Muni's Nataka style, like this. So, and he wrote the Prakrita also. Remember Bhargavi Bhagini in Sahitya, in Nataka, when we study, the Prakrita language is used, right, for women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just know yesterday only I opened the first time I saw, he used the Prakrita language, and this shloka, of course, was written in Sanskrit.
Mm-hmm.
So my prayer is one day, hopefully, I'll be able to read, and hopefully together we'll be able to read the Nataka nicely and relish the Bhakti-rasas. My prayer is someday we will do that. Okay, so that's
sure.
so that's the dhyanam for that. And now, Śrī Kṛṣṇa Arpanamastu. Ram Ram Shubham. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.